Irish Media Network. We entertain.
Hi, we're Whiskey Shivers. Welcome to About Last Night.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to this week's episode of Ireland's favourite music show, About Last Night. Now, tonight I'm down in the Wild West. I'm going to be chatting to Texan bluegrass band Whiskey Shivers about their feature film debut in Pitch Perfect 3, about their just-released album, and about their Irish tour. Our leading lady, Saraya, is in the magnificent National Concert Hall in Dublin tonight. She's chatting to the legendary Manchester band Go-Go Penguin. And Andrew, as always, is up in Belfast. Look, it's going to be a massive show, so let's kick it off. Let's go over to Saraya and let's check out what the National Concert Hall is like for the Dublin Gig of the Week. Take it away, Saraya.
Thanks a million, Joe. I'm here at the National Concert Hall in Dublin. I am with three lads from Manchester. Go-Go Penguin. Hello, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Are you excited about your gig tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
It's the first one of this year now, so we're looking forward to getting back on it. Yeah.
Nice. So I'm going to go straight into it. How do three lads from Manchester form Go-Go Penguin?
Over to you, Chris.
Well, I think in a weird way we all wanted to do something very similar, but before we'd even known each other. So, you know, we've all played in Manchester in different bands for years, and just kind of saw each other playing in different groups and at different venues, and thought, you know, it'd be interesting to kind of get together and make some music. So, chance had it that, you know, we all did that. It worked out really well, and we're still here making music. Yeah.
So Manchester is like so well known for its music. It's a musical city. So we had a lot of bands, a lot of artists have come from Manchester. But who were your influences growing up?
Oh, there's loads. I mean, I was into a lot of the Manchester, classic ones that you think of, like
Oasis. And
but like Joy Division,
Okay.
New Order,
Yeah.
but then kind of got into funk and hip hop and then jazz, and it kind of went from there, really.
Yeah. So your sound is very unique. How do you describe it? What do you call it?
We try not to describe it. We get asked so many times, so it's difficult for us not to describe it. But we don't really worry about it, because we kind of want to be able to make music without any sort of limits, unless we decide there are limits. So as soon as we start calling it anything, you just kind of...
You want to evolve.
Exactly, and just be able to be free to make any sort of kind of sound that we want to make.
Of course. So, as you said, you're touring. Where will you be? I know there's a South African trip.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that one?
Oh yeah, we're doing loads. In March, we're just basically flying everywhere. So we're going
constant long haul flights.
We're doing Indonesia, Reunion Island, which is right by down the side of Africa, I think, isn't it? Yeah. And then Brazil, all over the place, and Cape Town.
Cape Town is stunning, by the way. I've been there before.
Yeah, it's our first time, so I should.
Very beautiful. Well, come here, lads. I wish you all the best on your tour, and good luck tonight. Thank you so much. Cheers. Joe, back to you. See you later.
It's not bad, Saraya, it's not bad at all, but come here to me. It's not the gig of the week, because tonight I'm in Galway, and if the internet is to be believed at all, the band that I'm about to chat to are going to blow the roof off Galway tonight. Am I right, lads? Hey, lots of enthusiasm, come on! Hey! On the West Coast. Whiskey Shivers, lads, thanks a million for sitting down. We really appreciate it. You are coming to the end of your Irish tour. You were in Listowel, Belfast, Dublin, Galway. Read recently that you very much find it like it's not just the five of you on stage. It's five of you on stage, it's the audience, it's an immersive experience. You're singing, you're dancing, you're drinking, you're having great crack. Bearing that in mind, how have the Irish crowds been? Has it been good crack? Are we good on an international stage? Are we?
The crack has been excellent. So good. The crack is, better than home. Yeah, it's been wild. Last night, in fact, in Dublin, I was afraid for our lives.
Really?
Yeah, we were having so much fun. We were about to get consumed by the mass, you know?
There was a lot of yelling, and people were really rowdy. It was pretty radical, pretty crazy.
Excellent. So look, I want to touch on something. You've just made your feature film debut in Pitch Perfect 3. Yes, right in saying that. So two questions. First of all, is it true that the director got in touch because of a Craigslist ad by Andrew? Tell us a little bit about that.
It wasn't a Craigslist ad by Andrew. It was a Craigslist ad by a weird, ethnically ambiguous man named Horty, who was trying to how do you say this? It was a vaguely prostitutional, thinly veiled, vaguely prostitutional.
Prostitution / lawn care.
Lawn care, yes, exactly.
Which there's a niche market for in Ireland, just saying.
There's.
So the director got in touch, and then how did it go from there? Did you enjoy the experience? How did it go?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, and any gig we have where we get fed is pretty nice. So we got fed consistently. There's an army of Universal Studio employees, and we'd never seen such large camera cranes before in our life.
Well, that's good to see. Yeah, good new experience. For anyone who hasn't seen it, you do a mashup of Avicii's "Wake Me Up" with Ruby Rose, who's doing Cranberry Zombie. It's fucking amazing. Look it up on YouTube. It's brilliant. Was that what was the highlights? Was that a big highlight of the experience of making a feature film, or what was the crack?
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of my first movie was Sound of Music. So basically, my entire life I've waited to burst spontaneously into song, and so we got to film that scene, and it was pretty unreal. It was pretty awesome. And it was like a whole bunch of these crazy people that we've seen in all these other movies. I know, yeah. And we were fans of either musically or as actors and artists. So the other highlight was getting to see them like improvise and play off each other. I think that was the best part, yeah.
Brilliant. So then we'll say in your recently released new album, Smothered and Covered, you cover loads of different songs, like Lithium by Nirvana, you cover Sandstorm, which is amazing. It's again, guys, look, check out Smothered and Covered on Spotify, because some of the covers are fucking savage. How do you select what songs to cover? Because obviously there's such a wealth out there, and they're so eclectic, the ones you choose.
It's just all songs that we've grown up, enjoying, and it was pretty spontaneous. I think we probably went in with maybe 2 or 3 ideas and came out with maybe 7 or 8 songs. I think the day of, we were just choosing things out of the air. It's like, what if we tried this? What if we tried that? And they all pretty much made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Savage, but honest to God, I think it's such a random compilation, but that's what makes it so cool, because it's so interesting to hear the bluegrass twist on it. So look, at coming up, it's been obviously a massive last kind of 12 to 18 months. What can we expect from you in the next 12 to 18 months? What's on the cards?
We're going to get back to Austin. We've been touring around pretty hard since the summer. We're going to get back, start writing, working on some new material. Hit the studio as we can, try to make videos, just keep grinding.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Well, lads, look, come here. Thanks a million for sitting down with me. Really, really buzzing for the gig tonight. No pressure, but it better be savage, because we just told Belfast and Galway that it's going to be very, very hard to beat. It will, Andrew. Look, we may as well whip over to Andrew and Belfast to see what they're like, but I guarantee you the gig of the week is here tonight. Take it easy. Thanks a million, lads.
Thanks, Joe. I'm here with Greg Reid, also known as Body Varials, the founder of Belfast Collective Glass. How you doing, man?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, having a great night.
You got Marcus Hawks playing tonight.
Yeah.
I just want to talk a little bit about how did the whole Glass thing start? What was your kind of introduction into dance music?
So, introduction to dance music is quite a funny one. I think I had just turned 18 on a Thursday night or something. So the Thursday night we went to M Club, because that's what we did in my school, and it was a terrible night. And then the next night we went to Twitch for Casa and Moss.
I actually went to M Club a few times.
Oh yeah,
too.
mate, it was a good time when it was there. But the next night was Casa and Moss at Twitch, which just for me was just really eye-opening. I'd always kind of liked dance music and I'd always been into it, but seeing Casa and Moss live in the Bonity, that kind of vibe, that feeling was just it was very hard to beat. It's killer.
Yeah. So between this is your first event since Analaris,
yes,
which was a year ago.
Yeah.
So between that time, you've hosted a few.
I'm getting interviewed, mate.
Oh, here.
Between that time,
we'll cut this. Yeah.
Between that time, you've hosted a few events with kind of strictly local. So what do you make of the whole sort of contemporary Belfast scene? There's been a lot of different nights popping up.
Yeah.
What's your sort of verdict on the whole thing? Do you think it's in good health at the minute?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of discussion, because I think a lot of guys are finding it that, I know Dara, who does a lot of stuff with us with Glass, Dara said before, it used to be you go out the night out and you'd know everybody, and it'd be this real kind of communal feel, because it was one night and you'd have one option. And I think that having multiple options is really good. Now, it's building the crowd in a way that they get into it for the right reasons, and it's not just I want to go because it makes me feel like I'm cool to be there. But I think at the same time then we've got, when there's so many great nights, we've got guys like Karova really doing killer things with smaller venues, and we got bookings from all over Ireland, guys coming in from across, from England, from over Europe. It's really, really killer, and I think the scene's in really good health. We kind of I've been there and done loads of local nights, as you said, and I think it's really important that we're able to kind of, I've been a local and played in those bars and begged my way to get sets and played to empty clubs, and it can be quite disheartening. And so I suppose for us, we especially feel not responsible. We haven't been doing it long enough and we're not good enough at it, but we feel there's a real kind of a love for local DJs that we're kind of like, we've got Jenna on and Eddie on tonight. Yeah. And we always try and, our focus from now on is always going to be like to have locals on and give locals an opportunity.
Like, working with the whole local thing, like you've got a release coming out on Extended Play, Timmy Sturt's label. Like what can we expect that to sound like?
That's a big question. I think so. I got the EP coming out. It's 3 original tracks and a remix. It's coming out on Extended Play. I think spring summer, but I'm gonna leave that in capable hands of the label. It's just kind of club tunes. They're just kind of big club tunes. They're kind of rough, but I spent a lot of time sending kind of tracks back and forth to loads of DJs and figuring out which tracks were like complete tripe. That when you play them in the club, it empties the floor. And I've done that and emptied the floor, so I know which ones I can bin. So I've done it in person and been like, oh man, I wish I just left that in the house. But it should be. I mean, I'm looking forward to having it out. It's good. I think I've done loads of production stuff and kind of not felt like it's went anywhere. So it's good to have something go somewhere. I think I had one track on like a VA on Rawcast, which was a free download. And everyone was really excited about an M44K track. Didn't care about mine. So it's good to kind of have something that I'm like, no, this is my little baby. It's mine.
Yeah. Well, man, really looking forward to catching Marcus' set later tonight.
Definitely, Should be a killer set.
Yeah. That's it from the Belfast team tonight. Back to you, Joe.
Well, that's it from us, folks. Another week of gigs, another week of music, another week of crack from national concert halls to sweaty dance halls. I think we've done a good job in bringing you the best gigs of the week. Don't forget to subscribe to the Irish Media Network YouTube channel to check out all the episodes that you may have missed, and check back with us next week for all the best gigs from around the country again. Later, folks. Be good.